Hello, welcome everyone to D&D session 113. I am your DM, Catherine. A game who does happen to be a Greenwich VTuber, followed by here I have Isaac, who is also Insane Mito. Welcome, Isaac, to the stream.
Hello.
And
How's
then,
everybody doing?
I'm sure they're doing fine. And then we have Abaddon, who is also known as Mr. Bunnies, who is also a streamer on the Twitch. How are you doing today, Abaddon?
Good.
This is good. He also has a plate of food in front of him, so he is content.
I've eaten it already.
Never mind, he has consumed the plate. Please pray for him and his insides. So next we have followed is the Red. Hello, Red, who is also known as Omega Spleen on the Twitch.
Hello.
When last we left our heroes, they had just gone down into a secret crypt to save a screaming young lady. And what they happened to find was a sacrificial chamber where the young lady was given to a demon and then turned into a lifelike doll, more or less. And they proceeded to not really beat up the demon, but they harassed it enough to where they collapsed the caving system underneath this entire tomb. And so they escaped out back into the graveyard, where lo and behold, they had forgotten they left an old man to fend for himself when they had been harassing him for about 30 minutes straight, and then dropped and cracked open their oil lantern all over the right side of the graveyard, which is now currently on fire, and there are several people attempting to put out the fire with water.
Now hold on. Me and Elise didn't harass this guy. This was clearly Red's fault.
So what would you all like to do?
I gotta do a roll.
You do have to do a roll.
I was like, maybe that dynamite caused some more damage here than I thought. Holy shit. We should help.
Oh yeah.
You see lots and lots of people trying to pour water on the fire.
I'm gonna sit down over here because that fight took a lot out of me.
Okay.
I wonder if that was us, or I wonder if that oil fire thing caught on. I thought he would get it.
What oil fire?
Oh yeah, when you dropped that, when you had your owl drop the scepter, his lantern broke. It was close. I thought he had it. Well, apparently not.
Wait. So you saw this fire start and you didn't help?
Well, no, we were going for you. We thought it was we thought it was a good distraction, but honestly, I thought he would be able to put it out. I guess that's my bad.
Okay, so let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You good there, buddy?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to the other side and try and help. But let's leave the graveyard and then go around and try and help.
Are we close to an exit? You said there was multiple ones.
So give me a perception check, everybody.
You know, I'm great at those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are. Good job, Abaddon. Oh,
I'll go.
Isaac, you're so good.
I'm great at these.
That is the opposite side of what just happened.
Damn.
Red?
See, guys, we got out of the
16
graveyard.
AC. All right,
we're back.
so Isaac, you say that and you're kind of looking around because you have forgotten and or got, you're so wounded that you kind of lost all sense of direction while underground.
I'm a little woozy. I lost a lot of blood.
Red and Abaddon, you all look towards the gate you guys came in. You see it sitting there wide open with lots of people like standing outside of it, looking into the graveyard. A lot of guards and stuff like that are coming in and out. There do happen to be like actual townsfolk as well, bringing in water, like a hand-to-hand fire brigade kind of thing.
Line?
I'm sorry, what?
Is there a bucket line?
Yes, basically like a bucket line. So there's a bunch of peasants and things like that leading into there, and they're all trying to dump water on this fire.
I'm joining the bucket line.
Okay.
I'll join the bucket
Red.
line too.
Red elbows his way into the bucket line. Isaac, you, in all of your bloody gory, also joins the bucket line. The person next to you, Isaac, looks over at you like, dude, are you okay? Did you get caught in the fire?
Don't worry about that. Let's get this fire out.
He seems very worried that you're wounded. He was like, listen, if you're wounded, there's a lot of people over there who are wounded as well with the earthquake as well. You should probably go to the tent.
Yeah. There was a lot of people wounded.
Yeah, man. Obviously, as you guys are doing this, they're passing the buckets back and forth, right?
Yeah.
So the information that you gather from this young man is that as soon as the earthquake happened, a lot of the housing district, like, there was a lot of collapse and people were severely injured. And so there is a lot of clerics and healers out right now trying to pull people from the rubble.
Oh shit.
Isaac immediately walks over, just grabs Red's shoulder, and starts pulling him. Come on, we got more work.
Let's go.
So Abaddon,
I'm
they're
I'm
doing
gonna try
all
and
that.
slap him with a cure wounds.
Okay.
Doesn't work.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it doesn't.
Nope,
it
does
doesn't work.
not work.
It does, I forgot about
Your
that.
your
yeah.
spell hits him and it just kind of fizzles into the void, but you lose your spell slot.
Oh.
Cast check your DMs for a second.
Oh wait, so yeah,
Uh.
we know. Okay. Shit. Okay.
Isaac's immediately moving into like the nearest rubble that he sees people trying to help get people out of,
Okay.
and is beginning to help pull people out.
Yeah, I'm gonna help with that too.
Okay.
So, as you all are about to kind of leave the graveyard, Abaddon, you overhear what's been happening around the city and all of that, and you are just overcome at this point and
Mhm.
freeze.
Yeah. I'll like turn back to the fire and like look at it, and then I'll just be locked there. Is what I'll be doing.
So Red, Isaac, you guys are dragging each other out. Elise is kind of like hanging back, fretting over how injured Isaac is and how he's not gonna go get assistance. Red, you notice Isaac wouldn't because your perception was too low. Red, you notice that Abaddon is staying behind right at this moment.
I'm just gonna pick Abaddon up. We've seen this before.
Are you going to skateboard him and just put him up under your arm?
And I'm just gonna throw him over my shoulder and just take off with him.
Okay. I mean, you can't really resist, so sure.
No, I can't.
Just looks like somebody got pulled out of a building.
To be fair, Isaac, so do you.
True.
All right. So you
I'll
all,
find somewhere to set him down. Like, Elise, can you stay with Abaddon?
Of course, yes, I will.
Come on, Isaac. And we're gonna start trying to get people out of houses.
Okay. As you all leave the graveyard and get away from the fire brigade, you realize the massive amount of damage that was caused from the Yoral's explosion under the ground. This entire district has essentially collapsed into a pit. There are a lot of people at this point crying underneath the rubble. Obviously, there's other people using magic to try to move stones and things like that gently off of them. You see a bunch of people off to the side telling other people to send telegrams to wake them up. I don't care if they're not here yet. Go get them immediately. Like, there is a lot of movement around. Isaac, give me a perception roll.
I'm great at those.
I know. With your military background, you are able to kind of discern who is currently in charge of this area, like the one person who is actually barking out orders at this point, which is a person over there. Hang on, I have this. Let me just go grab their info really quick. It looks like there is there's a dwarf guy over there. He's kind of thick, but he's in like full white plate armor. and he has like this big old like a stone tablet in front of him that he's writing things onto, and when he writes onto it they glow for a moment and then fade really quick, and then he's barking out orders to other people. So there's this big male dwarf guy in full paladin looking armor, pure white armor. His hair is like, braided backwards, got gold rings and everything. Is a swell looking fellow, Isaac. Swell looking fellow. You see him over there, and he's the one barking out orders.
Yeah. Isaac would go to him because he's going to be looking for where he can do the best amount of he could possibly find a cure for poison so he can immediately get into helping.
Okay. All right, so you walk up to the guy as he's barking orders at other people. Tell me what you do.
Just immediate. I can be of use. I am poisoned currently. I need a heal for that, and then I can help move.
Give me a persuasion roll. At advantage.
Oh, good. He needs it.
I'm very hurt at the moment, so.
I know you are. That's why I gave you advantage. The dwarf looks you up and down, and he says, are you, mercenary or something?
It's just Spark.
Spark.
We happen to be by. We see the chaos. What do you need? What can we do?
Well, currently we're trying to save as many civilians as we can from the wreckage over there. You are...
Red.
Red, okay.
Isaac.
All right. Well, your companion here seems extremely wounded. We have a heal tent over there that might be able to assist you. You, and he points at Red, can go help that crew over there as they are lifting the boulders and shrapnel away from everything. Any questions? I'm Aaron.
All right. So, Kath, last session, when we identified what that pit fiend was,
Yes.
me and Abaddon rolled really high. Do I know about the poison that could be affecting Isaac?
Yeah. You have an idea that it might be some kind of fiendish poison that could be stopping the healing, especially since you had tried to heal him and nothing happened. So you know that it would take like an actual like good healing spell to get that done, which you have gotten one of those before from Dawngrave, but he is not here at the moment.
Okay.
I'll make my way to the tent.
All right. There's nothing I can do to help him, so I'm gonna try and help some other people.
Okay. I'm gonna pause you there for just a moment, Isaac, because it took you guys a bit to get over to that point. Abaddon, eventually you kind of like, your vision fades back out from the tunneling that it was doing just a second ago, and you kind of look around, and Elise is sitting there next to you holding your hand, patting it, trying to bring you back, and you're covered in sweat. There's still a long line of people off to your left, and you seem to be sitting on a bench right now outside of the graveyard. Abaddon, are you muted?
Yes. Is the fire out?
She looks over your shoulder. They're working on it, honey. Don't worry about it. They're working.
Okay.
Do you need to go back to the inn?
I believe it should be fine. I think I just need a minute.
Of course. The other boys, they ran over to help get people out of the wreckage over there, and she kind of points over, and you look over, and you see the damage.
Oh,
it's
good.
It's not on fire. It's just collapsed, so...
I feel like on fire is better, because at least the structure's sound.
Yeah.
Fire's worse for me, so it's not exactly a win either way.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, take all the time you need, and then whenever you're ready, we can head over that way to see if we can help anybody.
Sure, that works for me.
Okay.
How's Isaac looking?
Very wounded, but we can't heal him right now, and I'm not sure why.
It might have been because of that thing.
Ah, like some kind of demonic aura stopping healing?
Kind of, yeah.
You'd assume that would go away once he got despawned, unless you don't think he got despawned.
Well, it could be like a poison, possibly, or something of the sorts.
Oh.
I've seen something similar when I worked, well, in my past, a long time ago. But I don't remember what it was. But hopefully sleep will help. It usually does.
Hopefully, yeah. Unless he can get somebody to heal him.
We can only hope.
Yep. So Abaddon, you are going to take some time sitting there on the bench, gathering your wits back about you. Red, at this point, you were given to a group of people who are obviously doing manual labor in removing a bunch of the debris and cleaning up and saving people from the wreckage, right?
Yeah.
Isaac, you went into the medical tent.
Yes.
You walk in, they look you up and down and say, "Oh God, sit here."
Like he doesn't even set, just stone faced. I'm poisoned bad. I need to get back out there. Actually, you know what? Like intimidatingly, like this is driven. This is like this is obviously my fault. I need to help as much as I can. Can I do intimidation?
Give me an intimidation check. You're intimidating this poor medical worker. Give me an intimidation roll.
I had advantage.
Sure.
Because yeah, just dead set. I am poisoned. I need a healing so I can get back out there to help. He obviously gets there. There is no set.
You look at this little it's like this little halfling girl who was here currently trying to like provide medical assistance for people. They appear to be in some kind of clerical robes, and you're like towering over this poor little halfling girl who is only trying to help you, and you see her kind of shrink back a little bit, and she goes, that's a little beyond my assistance.
I'm sorry. Where can I go?
Mara! And she's like shouting off to the side, and you see a tall female elf standing off to the side there, like healing somebody over there who's got like a wound to the head, like their arm is crushed a little bit. And
the funny thing about this, Isaac is being very polite.
Intimidatingly polite.
just very stone cold. I need to get this job done. But he understands this is not their fault. He needs help. He needs to get out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make this girl pee herself. I'm literally just go.
Aha. So they look over, and this elven girl over there, who's apparently their name is Mara, turns back to you after finishing their heal on this person in the corner, and they kind of look you up and down and come over, and she assumes that you are, or her friend, her companion, is stressed because of how damaged you are. So she walks up to you and says, "Ah, yes, I can heal you with that. Give me just one moment. Come sit down."
He will do as she asked. Since she said I can do this, he will cooperate.
All right, so you go and sit down, and she gives you like a once over before trying to heal you, and she says, you appear to have something on you that's stopping healing effects from happening. Let me just do a minor restoration kind of clean all of that up, and then we should be able to get you all patched up. And she does a little bit of magic spell. She does a lesser restoration on you, which does clear up your poison effect. And they are able to give you a heal as well. So they're going to give you a little bit of a heal since they have a lot of people to deal with right now. So you will be getting back 13 points of HP, which is, it clears up a lot of bigger slashes in your body, so
I can heal. I can fight.
And they go, okay, so just sit here for a while, get your bearings back, and we'll be able to get you some more healing a little bit later, okay? Let's get you bandaged up as well. And so they give it back to the little halfling girl who hasn't been able to speak this entire time, by the way. And the little halfling girl gets the bandages and, like, ever so gingerly starts bandaging you, and she's just, like, not making eye contact, just trying to wrap your wounds without looking at you. And she finishes as quickly as possible, and this just kind of, like, gives you, like a you good?
While she's doing that, I just, thank you. I didn't mean to scare you.
That does not help the situation with your natural 20.
I know that.
But...
I know that. I didn't mean. It's just like I have to get out there and help. And like when she finishes, he will get up and actually leave to go help.
Okay, she doesn't stop you. And Mara doesn't notice you leaving, so.
Yeah.
All right. So Isaac, you get back up, you get back out there, you're all bandaged. At this point, it did take you quite a time. Abaddon, do you go and assist people, or what are you doing, Abaddon?
Yeah, I'll get up and I'll like tell Lisa like I'm feeling better. Yes. Let's go assist some people. I can't heal anybody, but I can at least help.
Sure.
Somewhat.
So you and Elise head on over towards the more stressful area at this time. And you see a medical tent over there. You see Isaac kind of walking out of that medical tent. And Isaac is heading over to this dwarf in full white plate armor to go speak with him.
Okay. I will tell Elise, Elise, if you want to help with healing stuff, you could probably go to the tent for a bit. I might just help with the fire, to be honest.
Okay. Well,
I'm better with that. At least I can do that.
yeah. Okay, well, as long as you're okay,
Should be fine.
All right. I'm gonna go check in over at the tent then. But you know where I am if you need me.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll be over there.
Okay.
I'll head over and I'll start doing the lineup stuff of helping.
Okay. Isaac, you go back to Aaron, the paladin in white. Essentially, he gives you another ups and down and says, all right, over there. And he kind of puts you near Red. So, I mean, you could merge together if you really wanted to, but you guys are pretty close together. You could talk to each other while you're working on different locations, whatever.
If there's like a big area they have to get like part of a wall out, Isaac will burn his giant's might and his rages to help with the constructions, getting things out of the way and getting people out.
Sure. This will be an all-night endeavor. While you all are working, is there anything that you want to do, or do you just kind of like everybody here is putting yourself full force to fixing this?
Yeah, full force. I'll take exhaustion if I have to.
I'll take exhaustion if I have to, and I also have 3 spell slots, so if I like get to somebody and they're about ready to fade, I'm gonna hit them with a heal and get them out. I don't care how much damage I take.
Okay. Abaddon, how you feeling?
And I'm gonna go ahead and burn my shift for it too.
Okay.
I'm doing I'm just in the lineup helping with water moving that still for a bit.
Okay.
I think he'd be fine. He's just trying not to look at the fire. He's just kind of looking away and just waiting for the water thing and then moving it behind him, the next person.
Okay. So you all are working through the night.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is getting another point of exhaustion.
Oh, goody. Level 2,
plus one
baby.
level.
Did we already have a level?
Abaddon did.
Okay.
So, obviously, Isaac, as you were working through the night, your wounds weren't fully healed. Occasionally you'll move in a certain way, and a couple of your wounds might reopen. You take
Good.
approximately 7 points of damage throughout the night from overexerting yourself.
Good. No, keep my rage going longer.
From various things that you're doing. Occasionally people will be like, sir, you're bleeding.
Just holding a big part of wall over his head, just angrily moving things.
And they just go, okay. Red, you said you'll be working as well.
Yes.
You are also going to be taking random bits of damage from things that are in the way. You'll be taking 12 points as you go a little too hard in trying to rip people out of the rubble. Abaddon, you don't take any damage as you're just in the fire lineup. As day is breaking, the fire does eventually get put out. It takes quite a while because it is an oil fire, and it is just not going out. And eventually they just start trying to put dirt on it to stop it from spreading and things like that. And the big old oak tree on that part of the cemetery is completely burnt down and scarred at this point. All of those graves over there are also, severely singed. But everyone seems tired, but the fire is put out in the cemetery section. Over on the Red, Isaac, and Elise side, you guys have been working all of night. You have saved dozens of people from the rubble, getting them out there into the tents. Elise is helping heal them and bandage them up, and basically, you all are doing a good job. When morning comes round, a new shift of people are coming in, and they say, anybody who's been here all night, please rest. We have fresh people coming in to assist. But there's still a lot of rubble to kind of go through at this point. But they have new people. So do you all wish to go back to your inn to rest at this point, or are you going to try to keep pushing?
Abaddon would, yes.
Isaac's still pushing.
Abaddon would.
Okay, so Abaddon, you're
I'll
gonna
keep
go
pushing.
back. Red's gonna push. Elise is exhausted and out of spells. So to not harm anybody that she is trying to heal, she is also going to rest. So Red and Isaac, you guys are gonna keep going. Abaddon, you and Elise kind of sit off to the side for a second, trying to get Red and Isaac, or at least she's trying to get Red and Isaac to come back. But they're not seemingly listening to her.
She kind of gets the idea they're too far gone at the moment.
Yeah, so she kind of looks over at you, Abaddon. She goes, hey, should we try to drag them back? Abaddon,
Sorry, what'd you say?
should we try to drag them back with us?
I mean, honestly, if knowing them, they're gonna want to be here till they make sure it's all good and done.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to fight them on it, go for it. I do not have the energy on me to do that.
Isaac will actually turn back to Elise and ask her to go get Marco and tell him I need help.
Okay.
Which should be terrifying to Marco. For Isaac to actually say, I need help. He probably knows shit's gone bad.
Yeah. So, Elise and Abaddon, you both head back towards the inn, the inn and bathhouse, and you get in there. Abaddon, obviously you have the run of the place to yourself if you want to bathe or go straight to bed, whatever you want to do. You have
Abaddon
the
would.
ability.
Abaddon would probably take a bath and relax
Okay.
for a bit before heading to bed.
Give me a fortitude saving throw while you're in the bath.
what fortitude is what again?
Constitution.
Heavy.
Sorry,
you.
Constitution.
Saving throw?
Saving
It's
throw.
okay. I speak 3.5.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Man's gonna stiffen up and drown in the bathtub.
You begin to doze as you're taking a bath, and you catch yourself before you fully fall asleep because you are exhaustion level 2 at this point. You are very tired. And you catch yourself almost falling asleep, so instead of relaxing fully, you kind of stand up a little bit straighter, clean it up, and then get out and head on back up to bed.
Yeah. Okay.
So you don't drown.
Mhm.
Congratulations, you lived.
Congratulations, I didn't die.
Yep. All right, so you get up there. Elise is in there. She has woken up Marco, and is sending him on the way.
What was the received part of that?
Well, none of you were there, but essentially it was a, hey, Marco, what's up, Elise? Did you just get back? Man, you and Red had a wild night. And she just gives him a look.
Oh.
Isaac needs your help. And then he's like, with what? And she explains what happened, and he goes, oh, shit. And he gets out of bed and takes off that way.
You ever get one of those days where you're just like, oh, I'm gonna work today?
Yeah. So Marco is heading back over there. He gets there, and he does show up to assist you guys in trying to save people from the rubble. How long are you guys going to push yourself? Because it's going to continue basically all day.
When Marco gets there, I will take a short rest, just sitting on some rubble next to him.
Okay. What about you, Red? How hard are you pushing yourself? Essentially, are you going to try to, like, go all day and all night and, like, all day kind of thing? Like, how long are you going
Uh,
character? Because if you've ever seen earthquakes and things like that in real life, they take days to sometimes get people out of all the rubble.
I will work until the job is done or I collapse.
Okay.
That's why Isaac's taking periodically he's taking short rests to regain his health and to be able to extend his ability to go longer.
Mm-hmm. That is fair.
Because now it's basically hit marathon.
Okay. I need Red and Isaac to give me a Constitution saving throw.
$18.
Okay.
24.
You all get to the half-day mark as you are pushing yourselves, and you have officially been awake for 36 hours at this point. Pushing yourselves to help these people in and out of everything. You are moving through all of the different areas there, using all the abilities you have. If you take a short rest, you gain anything back on a short rest that you can. So Isaac, that does mean if you take a short rest, you can heal.
Yes.
So if you want
Which
to
I
take
will
a
do
short
so.
rest, that's fine. That doesn't stop this exhaustion Constitution saving throws that you guys are doing, but it
Oh,
will
no.
allow you to heal. That goes for you too, Red. If you take a break, you can do a short rest.
I
get
will
back
short
healing.
rest to heal back up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I get a long rest, correct?
You will be sleeping 8 hours, yes. You're not awake yet, but yes.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, I'll take the 10. Why didn't it roll all of them?
Unclear.
12, 24, 30 extra.
While you all are cleaning up the rubble and everything, there are people going around with, like, ladles of water to keep everybody hydrated. Obviously, there are people going around with like bread and stuff like that to keep you fed as well, if you need any of that. For
Yeah,
all of the people trying really hard.
I'll take some of the bread. Like, I'm going to keep up every minimal function that I can, other than just pushing forward.
Right.
Whatever extends my ability to help.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys done with your short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I rolled 4 and got a good chunk of HP back.
I rolled
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled 6 of my hit dice.
Okay. While you all are pushing, obviously the people around you are kind of going in and out. Nobody's really paying attention to who is helping at this point because it is still chaotic. You do see at one point Isaac, the dwarf in white full plate over there. He's still awake and doing his job over there. Kind of keeping up with all of you guys as well.
So he's exhausted too.
Evening's coming around. I need Isaac and Red to give me one more Constitution saving throw, and Abaddon, you're waking up fresh. Well, with a fatigue still, but
10.
22.
Those wounds have caught up to me a little.
yeah, Isaac, you are taking another fatigue at this point, as evening is coming around.
What exhaustion levels does it start getting dangerous? I haven't used them in a while.
5, you die.
6, you die.
6
Okay,
you
fine.
die.
6, you die. You can technically get up to 5.
Yeah, 5 speed is reduced to 0.
And so is your max HP.
Yeah, hit
It's
point
cut to
maximum is
half.
half at 4. Yeah.
When Marco goes, because I assume Marco, because he's not invested as we are, he's going to go back at some point to get some rest.
No. He just got there. He hasn't even been here 12 hours yet. But he just got here. It's been about 12 hours. He's still fine. You don't start taking that until you hit 24 hours of not being awake or not sleeping. Sorry.
Well, I assume he's not going to be pushing as hard as we can.
Well, I mean, he's not going to push through the night, but
yeah. When he goes to go back for rest, Isaac will ask him to go see how much it'll cost for the rooms for another night or two and come back, and he'll give him the gold for it.
Marco will say, "No, man, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got money. It's fine."
All right. And he just goes right back into helping people again.
Okay. What are you intelligencing there, Abaddon?
Sorry, what?
What are you intelligencing?
Oh, it was for my my thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I have to do that every time I get an exhaustion.
Understand.
Because it's my PTSD stuff.
Yes.
Red. Abaddon will just go get food and stuff in the morning and just relax.
That's okay, Abaddon. Yeah, you're good. And are you doing anything after waking up? Marco is not back. Nobody is back in your guys' room yet.
Yep.
Abaddon.
Sorry, what?
What are you doing when you wake up specifically? Do you go back and assist, or do you chill in the room?
I'm just gonna chill and eat a little bit of food first, trying to get my bearings.
Okay.
I'm still kind of tired, but then after that, I would, I buy some more extra food and kind of bring it with me, like to kind of to go and then bring some to Red and Isaac.
Okay.
Yep.
So, when you get back, you see that Red and Isaac have not slept. They have big bags under their eyes. They look entirely exhausted, but they're not stopping. Red seems a little bit better off than Isaac does. Then again, Isaac was really wounded last night, so, he's been pushing through all of that nonsense.
Yep.
Go ahead and tell me what you do when you walk up to him.
Good morning, well, I guess good evening, Red and Isaac.
Abaddon.
I brought you all food, by the way.
Oh, Thank you. And he'll
Mhm.
stop and he'll actually start eating some food.
It's like
Uh,
a assortment of like meats and like veggies and just like that kind of stuff. You guys have in front of you.
as we every time that I take a short rest, I will use my second wind to regain hit points till I'm full.
Okay.
So basically up to the DM how many short rest I take in a period of time. Because once every short rest, I can use that to gain 1d10 plus 5 HP.
Sure, yeah.
And I would do so until I hit max health.
Well, I mean, because you guys are pushing yourselves throughout the day, you're also taking random bits of damage every now and then uh, from
Oh,
various
so I
things.
got enough to negate the damage a little. Yay.
Essentially, you're basically negating the little bits and bitty bops of damages that you are doing. You know, like lifting a giant stone is straining your muscles, or somebody accidentally drops it on you, or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
Um. So, yeah, but you're trying to get it up there. You're fine. Um. All right. So Abaddon, you're there. You gave them food. Red, what do you do? What are you doing? Do you consume the food? Do you take a break?
I a little bit of one.
Okay.
I basically eat something and just go right back to it.
That is fair.
Isaac will take a little bit more of a break as he knows this is going to be a long time. So he's trying to offset the exhaustion as much as he can over the longest period of time because he figures he's going to be here a couple days or as long as he can.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So you guys are doing all that stuff. So you're not actually resting at this point. So Abaddon, you see they eat the food, and they immediately go back out trying to assist the rescue workers. Um, what would you like to do,
Before
Abaddon? Oh yeah, go ahead, Red.
before another 24 hours is up, I will leave to go sleep. Because at that point, I'm not going to be helpful to anyone. I'll be a hindrance.
Mm-hmm.
I will just kind of aid where I'm needed.
Sure. So
Giant
Red,
monkey.
I made you roll at 36 hours. It is now 48 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna at that point. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go back to the inn.
Okay.
I hit the cleansing stone and I'm out.
Sure. So you all worked all day. You worked through the night again because 48 hours is the next morning because that's when you would have woken up the first time. So it is dawn is breaking over the edge over there. You've been awake for this long. So Isaac, are you staying up or are you going back with Red?
Uh, is the staying up to dawn or is the staying up would be into dusk that day?
So you woke up, you went to the graveyard, you did your thing.
Yeah.
When you came up, then everything went loose, right?
Yeah.
So you stayed up for 24 hours, which would be the first morning. Then Abaddon went and slept. Abaddon came back, and now you all have worked through the night again, and it is now the next morning. So this is 48 hours.
Okay. At the 48-hour mark, I will also return and make sure my room is paid for.
Your room
Make
was paid
sure-
for. Marco took care of it.
I will pay extra for the most amount of basically carbs and meat that I can get from them.
Sure. So a big old buffet of food, but for you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then he's going to go to his room and he's basically going to scarf as much as he possibly can and drink as much water as he possibly can. And then he's going to go to sleep.
Sure.
Like
Uh,
everybody could tell that if they see him, he is gearing up for a rest and going back out.
sure. So that's what Isaac is doing. Abaddon, obviously, they put you to work all day. You were
Mhm.
assisting people by like lifting them and moving them when they were able to kind of get them out of the areas there. One thing that you all did start to see at the end of your 48 hours, unfortunately, was people that you didn't get to in time. That was starting to take a toll on everyone as well. So taking a rest now, everyone is back at the inn. Everyone is resting, eating food, and sleeping at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you're going to bed. At the 48-hour mark, everyone's going to sleep, and you're basically sleeping the day away. So this is the third day of the catastrophe, and you all wake up
How
that
many long rests have
evening.
we had then?
You have had one. This will be your
Mhm.
second long rest.
Okay.
This is Red and Isaac's first long rest since the catastrophe.
Gotcha. I'll need you another roll then.
Yep.
Nope.
So you all wake up that evening.
Long rest.
I just get back to it.
Yep, straight back into it again.
I eat something quick and just gone.
Okay. What are you doing, Abaddon, sir?
Abaddon is gonna go assist as well.
You'll notice Isaac actually leaves his armor at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be as light as he can in the moving. He does take his axe with him, so it's just slung over his back, and he goes out to help.
Sure. Okay. So it is the evening of day 3 since the catastrophe hit. And you all see that there are a lot less rescue workers at this time. You get in there. At this point, they're no longer rescue workers, but it is gathering of things, you know? So, as you all get back up there, you see the dwarf in full white plate mail again, and you ask him where you need to go. And he says, "Hey, haven't you all been here like the last 3 days?"
Yes.
Alright. Unfortunately, there's not much more that we can really save at this point. We are simply collecting to preserve anything that we might find for the families that may come and collect them later. And he gives you instructions on what they are doing with all of that. So you spend that night, kind of, because it was evening when you all woke up again. So you guys spent that night with the last few, like, squads of rescue workers that are working through the night at this point, pulling bodies from the wreckage. I need everyone to give me a perception roll.
It's a disadvantage though because I have a level of exhaustion. Ooh.
Okay. So Isaac and Abaddon, you two are too exhausted to kind of notice, but Red, since you were able to abstain from getting many fatigue levels and you got all of yours taken care of, as you were cleaning up, you were able to actually find one more person in the rubble while you were cleaning up and save them.
Okay.
Be back 1 second.
Okay. It is the morning of the 4th day at this point. There's really not much more you guys can do. You can spend days and days here helping them clean up the mess, but what would you guys like to continue doing? Do you want to do this for the next week?
I would like to find What is the most prominent temple in the city?
Let me pull up my notes. That would be Eldith. She
Eldith.
is a like mother type guardian god thing. You look around and it looks like she's like a goddess of peace, love, that kind of thing. And that's the biggest one in the city.
All right, I'm gonna go to Isaac. Like, Isaac, give me the bag.
He just hands off. He just hands off the bag. He goes,
These other ones won't fit in there.
Just give me the bags that have them in there. I'm going to a temple. Just stay rest. I got this.
You're going to a temple?
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
No, you need to rest. I'm much better off than you right now.
Yeah, but I could use some church.
All right, fine.
and he goes along with him.
Okay. I mean, Abaddon's there as well. But Abaddon, your perception was pretty low. But you do notice when Isaac and Red seem to be leaving to take a break. Do you wish to go with them? Abaddon? Are you muted, Abaddon? I think Abaddon stepped away.
Who got him?
So I'm going to say Abaddon probably sees you all leaving, and he'll be tagging along behind you, kind of in like a zombified state, because he's still exhausted. But you guys are kind of heading towards one of the bigger churches for the lady.
All right.
Have the churches moved into you know how like some churches will set up to help with things?
Mm-hmm.
Have they set up for the disaster?
They've actually moved a lot of like tents and things out this way, so there do appear to be a lot of those clerics here. Like when you get to the temple, there's a lot of tents and stuff set up outside to take care of people, and there's like assistances inside the temple as well. But they have spread out quite a ways. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all are heading towards the temple. You see the energy of the town is very, very low right now for, obvious reasons.
Is there a what?
Low. Everyone is not happy. Like, it's a very low energy town right now. But you guys are heading on over to the temple. Do you do anything as you're heading in that way, or just kind of go straight there?
I'll go to the temple.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go to the temple.
Okie dokie. So you all head on over to the temple. Go ahead and get temple set up here. Oops. I broke it. Hang on. 2 seconds.
Everyone broke it.
I'm back.
Hi, welcome back. Abaddon.
Uh-huh.
You are currently following them. They were leaving.
Okay.
And you saw that they were leaving for the day, and you thought they were going back home. So you were starting to follow them, but you realized that they were actually heading towards a temple at this point. They didn't really say anything. Everybody's exhausted at this point. Are you going to keep following them?
They're going to a temple?
Yes, they appear to be going towards, like, the main temple of the city.
Yeah, I'll just kind of follow behind for a minute, I guess.
Sure. Okay. Boop. You guys go. You guys get to the big old temple of the town. You head on inside with everything. This temple is very clean. Lots of statues and stuff off to the sides and everything like that. The pews and everything, they have lots of people in here as they are taking care of them. No, I did not spawn in all of the NPC tokens. Just imagine it's full of people. There is one person all the way in the back over here. Seems to be the one that's kind of the leader and everything. Back there, he is going around healing as many people as he can at this moment. Elise did not follow you.
So, I'll try and catch him when they're more free and kind of try and get his attention.
They seem exhausted, but you are able to get their attention when they're done bandaging this one person over here, and he says, yes, what are you all needing assistance with? If it's medical care, because he kind of looks you guys up and down, if it's medical care that you need, we can try to assist you.
No, we found evidence of a cult here in the town.
Okay.
Oh.
Oops. Sorry, I accidentally turned
The
him off.
news was very disturbing to them.
It was part of him. He left.
Get him, Hunter's Mark.
Whoops.
Get him.
My
And-
bad.
They were summoning a pit fiend, or there was one already here.
All right. Do we need to summon the guards?
No, we sent it back to wherever the hell it came from at a cost. It turned these people into these doll-like husks, and we didn't know what to do with them, so we brought them here.
See. He will kind of usher you all into a back room because, this might concern the other people currently in the church.
Yeah.
So he kind of ushers you into a back room. I don't have a back room available. We'll just we'll go over here. There. This is a back room. We'll just pretend this is a real wall instead of whatever I put there. Abaddon, are you following them into the back room?
No, I was kind of hang out here.
Okay. So he goes in there, he shuts the door. And he says, okay, so do you want to explain to me from the top, or do you want to show me what you're talking about?
I'll start from the top.
I'll start
So-
showing you.
Yeah, he'll
So
start
as
showing you as I'm...
As he's doing it, I'm pulling dolls out.
Okay. Do you omit anything from your story? Or do you want to give me a altered version of your events?
I'll just tell what I tell.
Okay.
Isaac's just being quiet.
So, I hunt monsters, and I was looking around for evidence of any local myths that could be in the area. I was led to a legend of someone that lures, this thing that lures women to the graveyard and takes them away. While we were at the graveyard, we heard some crying, and we investigated further and found a secret entrance that led under it. And that's where we found these dolls.
And I'm assuming
Hey,
you've taken them out at this point, Isaac, right?
Yeah, he just for comedy's sake, he's actually trying to get one of the big dolls out, but the bag's kind of stuck a little bit, so he's kind of having to wiggle it.
Yeah, the priest doesn't look happy about it, but he's listening quietly.
We trying to figure out what happened, and that's where we found the pit fiend.
See.
We fought it for a little while, and we broke the ritual circle that was keeping it here, or at least tethering it here, something.
All right.
We tried to save as many of the dolls as possible because I don't think they got a proper burial at all.
Okay. So Isaac, you pull out the dolls and you kind of set them up. The priest looks at them closely and is disgusted by what he is able to see, because as I explained before, it's real body just shrunk down into doll. So, he says, yes, we will make sure all of these people get a proper burial. High or low, Red?
Hi.
Like the odds of us ending back up in jail again.
Out of game, I dare them to try. They will not get Red in a cell. Red has a thing
So
about cages. There will be even more of a tragedy if they try.
So the guy, he says, so when did this happen?
3 nights ago, the whole thing at the graveyard, it was the pit fiend.
You're saying a pit fiend did all of this?
I couldn't think of anything else strong enough to do it. The fire, the everything.
That is a mighty claim.
Well, Isaac, who healed you from the poison?
I don't remember her name. Nice lady though. It was one of the healing tents. Sorry, I wasn't there very long. I immediately got out and started pulling bodies out of the wreckage. Sorry, I'm not fully here. I've been I think the first run was about 48 hours.
Yeah, it's been a long few days, I'm sure, for all of us.
After we get done here, I'm gonna head back to
Yeah.
helping pull. Hopefully we could find somebody alive still.
All right. Where are you all staying? Because I am going to have to report this. And if they need to ask more questions.
Isaac will say the name of the hotel.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
Ruby Paradise Inn and Bathhouse.
Yeah, we're at the Ruby Paradise Bathhouse.
Okay. All right. I thank you for bringing us these lost souls. I will make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you.
Do you have a fund for any of this going on?
You say a fund?
Yeah, would I be able to make a donation?
Sure. Any donations to the church will definitely help with the rescue efforts.
And he will dump 300 gold.
I'll dump 200.
The guy is very, very thankful for what you all are contributing, and he basically says, I will make sure all of this is put towards the relief efforts.
That's the least we can do.
Okay. So he's gonna leave the door, like, closed for anybody coming in here later, so he's like, alright, if you guys need anything else, you need any healing or anything?
Oh, no, I'm gonna get back to. If there's a chance that somebody could be alive still in all this, I want to be the one to help pull them out.
I've already found one. Let's keep going.
Alright. So you all finish your conversation with the priest. Isaac, you have emptied your bags.
Yes.
And Abaddon, you see them come out of the room. What would you like to do during all of this, Abaddon? That's going to take a while.
I'm just gonna look around the architecture.
He also gives the signed book, the sign-in book, the 10 letters of dust, the letter to the family, and the receipts.
Yeah, the Linda Dusky.
Ah. All right. I mean, we can look into that, but this is all evidence, and obviously I'll make sure that gets to where it needs to go.
Yeah, I wanted it in good hands, and honestly, he just kind of looks around like, they're the best I got at the moment.
We'll make sure it's taken care of. Don't you worry.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys head on out of the room, back into the corridor with Abaddon, and It was the end of your shift. It is now the morning of day 4, and you are going to go back and sleep at this point. Unless you wanted to go back and attempt an exhaustion roll again.
It's the morning right now.
It is the morning right now. You all finished your shift through the night, and it is now the morning of day 4.
I'll
If
go through the
if
night.
you don't sleep right now, you are in danger of getting a level of exhaustion.
I'll go for the exhaustion.
Okay.
I'll risk the exhaustion as well.
To do sorry, what again to help people?
They're gonna go back to the disaster efforts. You don't have to, Abaddon.
Yeah, feel free. Do not follow us if you don't want to.
Abaddon's not gonna.
That's
Just 'cause
fair.
he still is shocked by it all.
In fairness, Red and Isaac are very, very stubborn.
They are.
Abaddon's not, and he also hasn't messaged his girlfriend in 2 days.
3 days.
So she's probably 3 days. So she's been probably very worried, and he's still gonna forget today because there's a lot happening. I don't know if I don't think Abaddon ever told the wall that she can use the stone as well.
She never thought about it. No, she just always waited for you to say something first.
He'll
I
call
should tell
me.
her in my next message.
Yeah.
He'll call me first.
He'll call me first. He'll be fine. All right. So you guys are gonna head on back to the thing. So I need to know how long you're going to stay in this town doing this.
When I get to the point where I don't think I can save anyone else, that's when I'll be ready to leave.
Okay.
One of those when you start to feel like you've overstayed your welcome.
I mean, that's up to you guys.
I would leave when Isaac and Red do.
Yeah, when I reach the ability when I reach the point, it's obvious we're not going to find anybody else alive still. And if somebody was alive, it would have to be a miracle.
I mean, day 4 and 5 is pretty much that point. You know from your war efforts from back in the day. If
At the
someone
end
was
of day
left,
5.
yeah, if somebody was left in the rubble for that long, you know that unless they did something magical, which peasants probably wouldn't have that ability, it probably didn't make it past that.
Yeah, at the end of day 5, I'm calling that basically that's the point of no return.
Okay.
Day 5 is when I would probably stop and start relax and go back for rest and start. All right, what are we doing now? Kind of thing.
Sure. So we're just gonna speed through those next few days for the sake of the story. You guys are putting your all into the effort as much as you can. You are currently waking up on day 6. So I'm putting you back in the inn right now. You, it's day 6. You all have slept at this point and you are just waking up. Everyone is back at the inn at this point.
What levels of exhaustion do I have? I currently have 1.
You just woke up, so you are able to roll to get rid of it. Abaddon, give me 3 rolls. Because it was 3 days later.
Because we're staying up those days, or no?
You weren't. You said you were
no,
resting.
Right. Yeah, I'm resting, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was giving you 3.
These are all at disadvantage. That one. Okay, first day, no. Second day, no. I guess, sorry, those would be for the first day, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what are we rolling to get rid of
Just him,
disadvantage?
just him.
I have to roll.
Oh, I started to say, I was confused
Second
because
day,
I thought long rest did it.
Abaddon,
Maybe third day? Third day.
3rd day. All right. So you finally wake up. Everyone wakes up with all of your exhaustion levels gone because you were able to rest at this point and wake up day 6, essentially.
Mhm.
of the disaster starting.
Yeah, Banana, you good?
Finally, kind of, yes.
How about stubbed his toe?
Me stretching, sorry. No, I'm all right. Feeling better today than the rest of the days.
I don't think there's anything left we can do here.
I agree,
Maybe it's time we moved on.
I don't like it,
of
but
course.
I agree.
And the townspeople seem to have it under control, and us three wouldn't add too many more help at this point. We're not carpenters or builders or anything of that sort, so we can't do much more.
Marco, Elise, what do you two think?
Why is my door open?
Well, were you just talking through the wall then? Or...
Yeah, I was on the wall for a minute.
Okay.
You did say the walls are very thin.
They are in
Mhm.
there. Elise is not in this room right now. Isaac
Oh.
came in because Isaac was talking to you, so I put him in the room with you.
I'll go get Elise and Marco if I need to.
Okay. You
Can
go
all
over.
talk at breakfast. How about that? I'll be down in a minute.
All right.
Well, they bring breakfast to the room if you remember.
Yeah,
Oh, do they?
we eat out here.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, okay, never mind. I'll be out in a minute anyways. Abaddon will, remembering now, pull out his sending stone.
Oh, 6 days later? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, babe, we
Uh-huh.
fucked up.
I'll hold up my hand and look at it and just like think of all the ways I'm gonna get yelled at for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Don't
And
worry,
then
she
be
can only
like,
yell at you
I'll
for
put,
25
it'll
words.
probably be fine. It's fine. I put up to my mouth to start descending.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, darling. I'm alive. Things
Almost
have
wasn't.
been hectic, as you could have guessed. I am all right, mostly. Also, you can send messages to me too. I can't say any more words than that.
Okay. You get an immediate response back. Check your book. And that's all she says.
That's
Oh.
all she says.
That's
you're
all
Oh.
she
yelled at.
says.
I'll
You
open
got-
my book
You
up.
got 10 pages of being yelled at, bro.
I'll look at my book.
So you open the book.
Just takes a stick and opens the book.
And you see pages upon pages of her worriedly writing to you, stressed, talking, begging you to reply to her. At this time, does this darn thing even work? I need you to reply. And you can see each one is dated, starting from 3 days ago. So it seems the book actually got there ahead of schedule.
Oh, well, that's good.
But
I will message back in the book, and I will tell her a bit about what happened these past couple days.
okay.
Like that, say I'm sorry for not messaging you. Everything is bad. Like I almost died, like properly, almost. So like we're in a very hairy situation.
None of that fake death, proper death.
Mm-hmm.
Not like
it
before.
was a really bad. Like before, it was also like proper death almost, but like this one, it was like we were in a really pickle. Just like explaining kind of what happened, setting like a lot of X's and O's at the end of like every page.
Yeah.
And I'll probably just be in my room for like 20 minutes at least, maybe
Sure.
more writing
Bless you.
in this book.
Thank you.
I'm guessing back and forth.
Yes. It's actually kind of weird. As you're writing, you kind of see her letters appear next to yours from time to time. So you both eventually like get you write, then she writes under you kind of thing back and forth, like a text service, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and I'll start like putting like an A and then the 2 dots next to my line, so I know which one is me.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, guys write back and forth in the book. You didn't realize you were going to be using the book like this the first time, but yeah, there you go. Yeah. So you're going to do that for a while. Red, you said you were waking, or somebody said they were waking up the other people.
I did.
Okay. You wake Marco first. He's obviously exhausted, but he wakes up. You see that the bed next to Marco is unslept in, which is where Dawngrave was supposed to be sleeping.
So Donnie's gone.
You didn't. I mean, there's nothing there. None of his stuff is there either. You gonna do anything else?
Are you muted?
I'm not.
Ooh.
I'm not muted. Are you muted?
I thought it was red.
He said you found it.
Yeah, you found
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. My brain did not register the
it.
U
Stop
part.
being fatigued out of game.
I am fatigued out of game hard.
Listen, I have been fatigued for 30-something years, okay? My saving throws are not great.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody seen Donnie?
No.
No.
Why?
His stuff's gone, and so is he.
Maybe he checked out. Let's ask front desk.
Yeah, I'll ask. I'll tell Elise, come on over, then I'll go downstairs and check.
Okay. Elise
So
wakes up and she goes, oh, I'm so sleepy.
Sorry, dear. The guys are gonna talk about what we should do next. I'm gonna go downstairs. Donnie's not around.
Oh, I saw him at the rescue areas there. He was in with some of the healing tents.
Well, I'm sure he'll be back then.
And maybe he slept over there or something.
Maybe.
So, eventually everyone's food shows up as well, so you guys can hunker around the table and talk if you want.
Yeah. Also, I don't think there's anything else we can do. I think we need to send word back to headquarters, tell them there was a major delay. And I don't like it, but I think we should head forward.
I mean, you're right that there's not much more we can do here, says Marco.
I do respect if I'm outvoted and you all want to stay though.
Does everyone else feel like?
I believe you should, I mean, moving on is probably the good idea too, seeing as we do have a job to do.
Abaddon says through the wall.
Yeah, let's let's report. Do we have a way to contact the boss at all?
Well, Donnie's not around. He usually was the one that did the sending. At least I don't suppose you have sending, do you?
Let me check with my god. Hang on.
Yo, God, need messenger.
I need messenger.
Am I high enough level cleric to have texting?
just comes back. Sorry, no data.
Let's see.
Wi-Fi sucks out here.
Elise can get sending, so she would just have to rework her spell for the day because she didn't think about it. So yes.
Yeah, let's. If you would send a
report in.
just brief.
Okay. I will
Just let 'em
do
know
that.
the delay. We fought a pit fiend.
Shit's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. At least we'll take care of that. What are the rest of you guys doing for today?
Are we heading out today?
I think we should.
All right. I'll go get the horses and get everything situated. When you're all ready, I'll be down ready to go. He'll kind of solemnly just go off towards the carriage and everything and make sure the horses are all right.
I'll see if the front desk lady is working.
Okay.
I just walk by like, hey, monster in the graveyard. You were right.
The old lady, nods her head as if it's not new news to her.
It's gone.
That's good to hear. Thank you for taking care of that.
And I'll grab the rest of my stuff and check out.
All right.
I'll grab all my stuff up too and make sure I'm good.
Sure. When you get down there, she asks, is everybody checking out?
Yes.
I believe
I
so,
don't-
yes.
Yeah,
Did
we'll go pick up
Dongrave
Donnie.
check out?
Okay. So you guys take some time. You ate your breakfast, got everything kind of set together, and you are getting to the road. So,
Well, did we find Dongrave?
Yeah, I would have stopped off and tried to find Donnie.
sure. Give me an investigation check to see if you can find Donnie out in the world.
15.
14.
Okay. You went back, obviously, to the disaster site since that's where Elise said she saw him last. He is still currently helping people at this particular moment in time. Apparently, you kind of stop him for a moment and talk to him off to the side. He says, hey, not sure what happened, but it seems that the fire in the graveyard caused a lot of the souls there to become unrested, so they need a cleric like myself to help take care of the actual souls that are in there. So I'm going to be staying here for a while and taking care of that, and I'll catch up to you guys in the next city.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Yes, I mean, they're just souls. We'll take care of it. Make sure you tell everybody we're not bandits on the way to the next town.
We'll make sure they know.
All right, good. All right.
Make sure you catch up with us later, all
Oh,
right?
we will. It's not that far. I'll catch up with you guys.
That sounds good.
All right. So Donnie is staying behind because there apparently was some kind of soul thing that is his thing, so he's kind of staying behind to help quell it of whatever happened in the graveyard. You're not sure. You're not a grave cleric. You're not going to deal with it. So, but he says he's got it taken care of and he's staying there to take care of it.
He's going to help out the spiritual side of things.
He is. There's a lot of
Hey,
unrest.
Sorry, we may have jumbled your graves a little bit.
Hey, he wasn't there for that. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, like, sorry about that. My friends are idiots. Sorry.
Yeah. It's
I'm going to step away
probably
for a
fine.
moment.
That's okay.
I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Yeah.
So while we get onto the road, do we want to take a quick 5-minute break while we get into it?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll take a short 5-minute break. I will move us over to the travel scene, where all of you guys can kind of chill in Le Wagon, and we're gonna take a short 5-minute break to use the bathroom and all of that good fun jazz. So I'm gonna turn on some music for you guys to listen to, and I'm gonna put the BRB screen, and we'll be right back. Ah! Hello, everybody. We are back from le break time. I hope you had a good short break to stand up, stretch, use the restroom, and all of that good fun jazz. So as you all are heading out of the town, you did have one big choice ahead of you at this point. I posted the map in our D&D chat, so you guys can kind of look and see the course that you guys can take towards the royal city of Glowmore. Please decide if you wish to go left or right on the map. Both
And
of
we're
them.
in Bleak Bear now.
Yes, you are in Bleakboar now. Both will
And which-
obviously lead to the royal city. One goes over water, the other one does not.
Which did we already pass the one that was for the giants?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Um,
essentially, it's just: do you want to cross rivers or do you want to do mostly plains?
well, there's some nice bridges. It doesn't look like the road goes through the plains. It looks like it crosses the bridges. Correct?
Right. So it kind of it's more of a like line that just kind of follows the river straight up and towards the city. The other one is more of a through the countryside kind of thing.
Being that I know that I've done carriage stuff and military stuff, would I know that we would make better time with the carriage on the road or the prairie?
I mean,
I would
We'd probably
assume
make
the
better
road.
time on the prairie, but food's probably more readily available near the water.
We're pretty stocked. I've kept this thing packed. So if you want to go through the prairie, he's like looking at the map. We might be able to burn today.
I'm back.
hey, welcome back. Abaddon, I posted a map in our D&D chat where we are currently trying to
Yep.
decide which
Yep.
direction we are going. We have one person for the bridges, one person for the plains. Essentially, we're leaving Bleakborn. And so do you want to go left or do you want to go right? They both have comparable time.
I'm gonna say right because if we go that way, then we would have at least water nearby for the most of the journey.
Okay. Abaddon says bridges.
Bridges.
We got 2 votes for bridges then. Let's hit it.
All right.
All right, let's go.
All right, so you guys head on out of town, and you are heading to the right side of everything and stuff. So, it will take you obviously a few days to get to the royal city of Glowmore. While you are traveling, is there anything you wish to do?
I'm pretty well
Uh,
good. Keeping an eye out for threats.
Isaac's gonna be pretty solemn as he's driving along.
Fair enough. As you all are kind of traveling, this direction that you went, you notice that this road is very well maintained. It actually is kind of almost completely like filled with stones and things like that to make it smoother along the way for horse-drawn carriages and stuff. Even like as you're going along, everything next to this road is supremely maintained. You also notice regular like guards coming to and fro, just keeping the roads peace and things like that, patrol units and all of that. So it looks like this road towards the royal city will probably be pretty safe. There's lots of people traveling back and forth. The news of what happened in the city that you all went through is probably out and about. So there's lots of people as you're coming out of the city, people coming from the royal city. They're kind of giving you all looks of pity as you are traveling at this particular moment. Yeah. So that's what you guys are currently dealing with. But you head out early morning. You are 5 characters strong at this point, and heading on out for the day. So, There is obviously water nearby, as this road kind of pretty much follows the river, the river next to you that it's on, and all of that good stuff. You don't have a lot of issues with everything around you since there's so many guards and all of that. So, Elise isn't really talking. Marco isn't really talking. So it's a pretty quiet ride today. Unless you guys want to do something. If not, we will travel to the nighttime.
Abaddon will just be messaging the wall from time to time in his book.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, but did you get in trouble with your girl? You've been kind of facing that book for a while.
A little bit. Not terribly. But she did have a lot of messages written in this book. She got it earlier than I expected it to. And when I messaged her this morning on the stone, she just said check the book. So.
Are you doing okay?
I'm doing better, yes. I'm doing fine.
Isaac?
As best as I can. Let's go ahead and pull off. Get camp set up. We don't want to overwork the horses.
Sure. So you guys travel today, pretty quietly. Nothing really happens along the way. And you set up camp for the night in a nice, big open clearing. And all of that. You're still quite a few days out from the royal city, but you guys set up camp. And what are you guys gonna do for watches?
I'll go first.
I'm taking first.
So we got two people
Alright,
on
then.
first.
We're going to have to do things a little differently
Mm-hmm.
with Donnie being gone.
Yeah.
True, we shall.
I can
I mean,
take last watch by myself.
I can take middle.
I'm not very good at seeing things. Sometimes I might need a little backup on my end.
Marco says, I can also just take a shift by myself if you guys need to not do that. I'm good. I'll just take the middle shift by myself. That way you guys can kind of sleep through whatever you need.
Are you sure you're going to be able to stay up for it?
Oh, yeah. I am good.
All right. We're trusting you.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I'll take last.
Okay. So we got Red on last. Abaddon, Marco said he can take middle by himself so that you guys don't have to break up your sleep schedule.
Okay. I guess you'd take first then.
Okay. Isaac, which one did you want to take first?
First one.
Okay, so then Elise will take last watch. All right. So you guys settle into your camp for the evening. Are you doing anything before bed and or first watch? You've only been eating trail rations today.
Do we want to eat out of the bag tonight, or do you want me to go hunting?
How you feeling?
Isaac's not my first ruined city.
I know.
At least this time I had a chance to help people. Do you all want something fresh? You want something out of the bag?
Well, everything in the bag should still be fairly fresh since it's frozen. You know what? Go try your luck. If you got nothing, we'll eat out of the bag.
All right. And out I go.
Okie dokie, give me your survival check.
Have we hit the plains yet? Or are we in the forest still?
Let me look at the map. There's not really any forests nearby, like big, thick forests and things like that, so it's mostly like open field-ish area.
Gotcha. No advantage, but a 22.
All right. So, you know, you're able to gather whatever you wish to bring back within a field and things like that. Is there anything you want to specifically bring back, or you just want me to give you something random?
I'm not looking for anything specific. Maybe if I see a crazy mushroom.
Crazy mushroom. Okay, that is fair.
Immediately goes into mushroom instincts.
I know you rolled really high in your survival. Give me an investigation check while you're doing all that to see if you can find a mushroom for Abaddon.
Oh, that ain't as good. 16.
It's pretty good though. It's pretty good. You are able to find some weird looking mushrooms. Let me roll for that. Hang on. Where's my list? Here it is. Okay. All right, let's see what you got. Ooh. Interesting. Hey, so you find this weird looking fungus. It's kind of like on a rotting log, and at first you had to take a double take at it. It kind of looks like a bunch of little squiggles on top of the mushroom. And when you get closer, give me a nature check.
Nature. Hey, I've got I'm proficient in that. Not good enough though. 10.
Ah. Well, you get some of the information. Let me just send this over to you. This is what you find.
Oh.
And there is one.
Do I know if I just eat it like that, or do I gotta cook it, prepare it, something?
Unclear. You don't know.
I'm going to.
That's your low check.
Dang it. Okay. I don't have anything to preserve this in.
Hmm.
All right, I will take it.
Okay, sure.
And I know it's not gonna kill me if I eat it, so.
Yeah, no, it's totally not poisonous, probably.
You know what? I'm out here. I'm gonna eat it.
Sure. So
Going
you're
on a
gonna...
trip.
All right, so you consume it. Now you as a nature person,
Yeah.
hang on, chat. I'm doing a FYB note.
Oh.
I would say yes, yeah?
Kind of. That wouldn't be complex.
That's fair. Okay. It would help you in hunting though, if you wanted.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're able to like track down a lot bigger game if you really wanted to, because their thoughts would be much more cohesive than a small like rabbit or something. So what do you bring back to camp? And it is within the time limit, so
I find just a wild boar.
sure.
I'll just get it nice and field dress and bring it on back.
Cool. Field dress it. Red. Give me a give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, is it versus fear by any chance?
No. No, it's not.
16.
Okay. You're okay as you hear the screams of the creature you kill and dress on the field, you know? it makes you a lot more sensitive to that, which normally it's like,
Well-
animals squealing and things like that. But this is like in your head and it's really distracting, but you're able to this time kind of shake it off, but it's very you don't like it. You don't like it. So
Well, would knowing who my god is, would it affect me that bad?
I mean, it's not something you're ever used to.
That's fair.
So, like, the first time, it's like, eh.
All right.
You get
And
it?
I'll just,
And you're heading back to camp.
yep. I gotta make use of this while I can.
Yep. All right, so, coming back to camp, you're able to... There's not a roll against it, right? Hold on, let me just double check my notes real quick.
I think that's entirely up to you, Kath.
Yeah. Nope. So
Ugh.
so you get back to camp and you are immediately bombarded with all of the thoughts of everyone currently in camp from the thing that you have consumed. It's concern about what happened in the last city, concern about food, concern about what happened in the last city. There is a lot of that. You're not used to hearing other people's thoughts, so you are essentially like sensory overload right now.
I just like showed the pig with a big smile on my face, and then he kind of drops like, "Oh, I thought this would be a lot funnier."
Uh-huh.
Oh. Hey, I got dinner.
Yep.
Y'all like boar?
Yeah.
Do they actually like boar, Kath?
Oh, do you all like boar? First thought, because unfortunately at this point, I'm gonna tell everybody so they can tell you honestly. Red can hear surface thoughts right now because of the mushroom he ate. So any
Oh, man.
surface thoughts you have at this particular moment, he can hear them, and you guys don't know that right now.
Oh, okay.
I sent you mine.
I see that.
I did that too.
I'm just gonna send these over to Red real quick.
Oh no. Okay.
Kath just looked at mine and goes, "Oh no."
Ah. Yeah, this. Marco. Yeah. Okay, Marco. Fair. All right.
Uh-huh.
Ah. I thought this would be a lot funnier. All right. So I'm gonna sit down with the pig. Let me just. Well, that changes my life.
Oh, you
So-
brought back a ball.
Yes. I hope you like boar. And it's like I stop, like look at all of you, then I look at Elise, like, what am I supposed? I just say out loud, what am I supposed to do with that?
Huh?
Huh? The boar?
Nothing. No, I know what to do with this.
You
all right.
okay? Do you need to rest?
I'm actually really good right now. I thought something would be really funny, and it's not right now. So hold on.
Oh.
I'm gonna set the boar aside and like I'm just gonna go up to Isaac. Hey,
Yeah.
look at me.
What?
You dying wouldn't have solved anything. You told me that. Follow your own advice.
Yep.
And Abaddon, you need to keep an eye on that book. And don't forget that again.
What? Sorry?
And I'm sorry the town reminded you of bad things. Marco, I brought food.
Ah, food! I love food!
Yes.
He does love food. He's a very simple man.
I just turned to Elise. I know you.
Okay, are you having an existential crisis right now?
No, I'm actually like, I wish I could just kind of do this all the time.
Aha. Bring us
think he's
back
very lost
food?
it.
Yes.
I was like,
All right, you're gonna
preparing
have to
some food and
explain
cutting it
what's
up.
going on, Red,
I
because you're
brought
looking
back a
kind of
boar.
crazy.
Why do you always assume that?
At this point, everyone's thoughts have turned to concern for you, except Marco, who's interested in the boar.
Oh yeah, it's completely. Oh god, he's lost it.
No, I'm fine. Trust me.
I'm focused on food thoughts.
That's fair. All right, well, Abaddon's focused on food as well, so.
All
So
right.
is he just
You know what,
standing there
let's-
Just like
going,
I'm
"Good thing he
preparing it."
thoughts at me."
Let's get some dinner. And I will help Abaddon cook.
Sure.
Mhm.
Unless he thinks I'm getting in the way, and then I will stop.
I don't know, Abaddon, do you like when Red helps you cook?
Well,
Oh no.
No, this is your surface thoughts, so.
oh, surface thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, surface thoughts. Oh, good grief. Oh, frick. uh,
Isaac thinks man, the exhaustion must
Be
have got
like-
to him.
I mean, the help is nice, but his knife skills are terrible. And I mean, like, you know, he's pretty helpful in some ways, but like other times he's messed some stuff up. But outwardly, I had to say, Red, yes, you can help with, you know, chopping up those veggies for a bit of time, and I'll prepare the meat over here, in this pot here.
I can't. My knife skills aren't as good as yours.
I give him like a look, of just like, and then in my head, I'm like, huh?
You see, yeah, you
mean-
just
I
showed
mean-
up here,
I mean,
Isaac, in the
yes,
back
that-
in his
yes,
thoughts.
that's-
Just
True, of course, yes. I mean, I've worked on food a bit more than you, I assume.
Yeah, and you're very good at it.
Well, thank
Kath,
you.
can I hear the voice in his head too?
Oh, that's a good question.
High or low?
Oh, come on.
It's if he's awake or not right now. So.
Okay. I want the one that allows me to hear what he says. That's the
High
one I
or
want.
low?
Damn it, low.
I was thinking a lot of that stuff, Kath, so I don't know.
I know.
Hmm.
No. Is not currently awake.
you just hear Isaac in his thought. Oh god, he's lost it from the exhaustion.
I'm
I-
perfectly fine, Isaac.
Isaac didn't say anything, so he's just
I'm
like,
aware.
and he's gonna think, Badger. He's just gonna start saying Badger, Badger, Badger over in his head.
I'm going to ignore Isaac.
I prepare stuff and I'll use my spice pouch to spice it up.
Sure. Abaddon
add,
added
like-
spice to it. You
Like,
can
I'll do,
hear
like, a full
Abaddon's
spice rub.
Yeah. So Abaddon's like running through the recipe really quick in his head. It's kind of hard to keep up.
Isaac's doing Badger and Badger over in his head, just staring at Red.
And Elise is still concerned about you, and Marco's going, boar. Oh god, that's so good. Oh, I love boar. God, I can't wait till it's done. Oh, I have to be quiet.
I'll
I
actually,
can't be quiet.
I'll actually use.
Yeah,
all
Marco
10.
is one of like just the most relatable people I know for real.
Yeah. I will use
Marco
all
is simple
10.
man.
Yeah, but he is. I will use all 10 of my charges in my pouch to just like have this like really nice rub going for this boar,
Okay.
and like, you know, and then like seasoning for like you know, like the veggies and that kind of stuff too. Because I'm not gonna do like a typical stew. I'm gonna do like a proper like grilled boar pieces and everything else, and then like I'm gonna kind of like steam / stew a little bit of veggies on the side, but it's mostly gonna be like simmering like some like thick like stuff anyways. So it'll be like a nice kind of like, you know, steamed veggies, like a thick sauce with it, and then like the boar that has like a nice coat, so like a crispy outside, like a nice tender inside.
So while you're doing all of this, Marco's over there like, oh, that looks really good. Oh, that smells really good. Nonchalant. Look over there. Oh God, that's so good. I can't wait.
I'm
Was
just
he
like,
making
make eye con-
vegetables?
I'm just gonna
Oh
make eye contact
God,
with
he's
Marco.
making vegetables. What's going
I'm
on?
just gonna make. Hey, Marco.
Yeah, what's up?
Boar's one of my favorite
Boar.
foods too.
It's so good, right?
Yes,
I'm
it is.
very excited.
I know.
In his head, he's just going, gosh, look at all that food. Look at it. Look at it. I need it. I need it in my belly right now. I wonder how much I
You're
can
gonna
eat
have
without
to
anybody
wait,
being upset.
Marco. It'll
What?
make you sick
I'm
if you eat it now.
It's raw. Why would I eat it now? He
I-
doesn't know
I-
anything. I could probably eat it if I really wanted to.
It
It's
takes a
probably
while to
fine.
cook.
I
Monkey.
know
He's
it
correct.
takes a while to cook. I'm not gonna take any of it. I wonder if I can take just a little piece off the side and they wouldn't.
Marco, you will not be able to get a piece off the side
I'm
without any of
not
us noticing.
saying anything.
At this
What?
point, Isaac is thinking as loudly and hard as he can, just badger, badger. Like he's
Isaac, you
kind
have-
of like Isaac's almost standing at this point, just glaring at Red in his head, screaming "Badger."
I'm
Isaac,
going to just completely ignore Isaac and go check on the horses and see how they're doing.
Okay.
Everyone looks like Isaac, buddy. You have been staring into space for the past 20 minutes. Are you okay? Blink, please.
I think he can read minds right now.
I mean, weirder things have happened, but I doubt it. Do you really
No,
think
he
you'd
would-
find
he
something
would-
in the bush?
He answered questions that I didn't say. I think he can read minds right now, and he's being a little shit about it. Just right back to badger, 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 badger.
Well, take a mental break, my man. Just enjoy the night. We've had a long week.
You're right. I assume if he is doing this, I assume I have a little bit. I'm gonna take a break and then badger him again. You should think. You should think up something awkward too and start saying it.
I don't think I can. If I were to read my smut book, then maybe, but I don't really want to read that right now.
Oh, I got an idea. He goes over to Elise. He goes, "Hey,
Yeah.
so I think Red can mean read minds right now. Whatever you do, don't think about how much you like Red." It just walks away.
Okay, I won't. That's weird. I don't think he can.
Yeah.
I did not mean to hit that button.
What are you doing?
I was like, where's this voice coming from? And looked over, my thing's lit up. I'm like, oh, I hit the button.
That was Abaddon's other side.
My bad.
Oh God. Does that mean Red can hear those two bickering?
If I talk to it, probably, maybe.
I am actively waiting if I hear him.
Abaddon's very focused on the food right now. I'm trying to distract his mind already, so. Yeah. No, but I'll finish cooking up the food. It's not like too long because it's a nice like sear on both sides of the meat and then flip it over. But so in about probably I'd say it takes Abaddon like 30 to 20 minutes to cook everything properly. And enough
I'm
food for
kinda-
everybody too to enjoy.
I'm kind of hoping that when you get told not to do, like not to think about something, and then that's all you can think about. I'm kind of hoping that's what I did to Elise.
She's more concerned about Red right now. But let's see, high or low.
Screw it, high.
Okay. So Abaddon, you finish the food. How long are you going to let the boar cook for?
I was doing more just like a pan like cooking kind of thing, eh? So, I would have like about 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. Well, it depends on how thick it is. I would have cooked it like so it's like a good like medium rare kind of deal.
Right.
And then if you want to cook more, I could cook more. But I would have, because I only have one pan, I would have had to cook like only a couple pieces at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would have just kept cooking until it's basically all cooked. But people could start enjoying it after about like 10 minutes. I would kind of start handing out food at that point.
Sure. Yeah. So you cook it till it's very much done, and everyone is ready to go. Marco's over there with his plate directly next to the fire, ready for it. So yeah. you serve it out to everybody. It is amazing. Marco compliments you a lot about it and consumes his entire plate very quickly.
Fair. Well, there will be more in a bit, Marco, by the way, if you do want more. This is a nice big bowl.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's very delicious. Thank you.
Glad to hear.
Elise takes some and eats it, and she's like, "Oh, this is really good. Good job, Abaddon."
Thank you. Thank you for cutting up the veggies, Red.
Yep.
Oh, I haven't asked in a while. Elise, how's the family doing?
They're pretty good. I haven't really spoken to them in a while, but I'll message them when we get back to the big city.
Yeah, I remember you. I think last time I remember you were writing a letter to your brothers.
Yeah, that was a while ago, though. But that would be at the Wolverfly location, so we'll have to wait till we get it there, you know.
Yeah, man. Kind of miss Waterfly a little bit. I'm sure this big city's gonna be neat though. Don't know what I'm gonna do about the horses. Unless we set up unless, 'cause, unless we set up like a almost permanent station there. We're supposed to have a guild there, aren't we?
Yeah, they said they would. They were setting one up there, so I think we'll have a place to stay once we get there.
Yeah, because I think Kasula was saying something about we might, if the teleportation ring was available, we would be able to teleport directly back here. Which I assume also means we would be able to directly teleport from here back to there, which would allow us to essentially knock out a huge amount of travel time if we want to go take jobs up this way.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be like centered around that area, like if we could talk to Kasula about maybe putting jobs at that area,
Yeah,
then we could kind of use that as a starting point.
that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if they would allow, like, since we're guild members, I wonder if we could like take a +1 with us. Like, hey, I need to go back to this area where our guild's at because that's where we staying mostly. Would I be able to take my +1 person I'm dating or something like that with us?
Ah. It'll
I feel
probably
like
be like
taking somebody you're dating with you on a work trip isn't gonna be well.
No, I mean like if we end up moving like our main base to like where we get sent out from a lot, if we get moved to the city, then we might be up there more. So like Melody or Abaddon's girl may want to move over there. It is a really big distance, so they might want to get an apartment or something. I don't know. People teleportation opens up a lot of opportunity. I mean, look how long it takes us to get from one place to another right now.
Yeah,
That's
but it
a
kind of takes a lot of the fun out of it. Don't you think?
I mean, fun aside,
It's just a
imagine you just
travel outwards.
like if you don't have a lot of money and you're like, okay, well, I can't exactly spend 30 gold to have a carriage ride to the main city to move there. And all of a sudden that opportunity opens up to you. That'd be kind of nice. So you're like, hey, okay, cool. I can just be there in 5 minutes. That's the place is a lot bigger, a lot more opportunity.
yeah. Elise says, usually with, things like that, they're kept secret from organization to organization because if it's known, the city may try to come and commandeer it, if it is not supposed to be there kind of thing. So,
Right. So the city doesn't have teleportation stuff itself.
I've never been here before. I don't know.
I mean, that seems kind of weird. Like we have the ability to get it,
We have
but the government
Kasula.
doesn't. I
Yeah, she got
assume
you
there's
there.
more Castulas.
Because I'm pretty sure Kasulas is the one that set that up.
Possibly, but ooh, I wonder if they'll set it up. I wonder if they could set it up as a travel service. Like if they set one up to the public so people could travel a lot faster.
Like Sparks
Then-
travel service.
Yeah, imagine that being able to go from a big city to a smaller city in a blink of an eye. People would pay good money for that. Help fund the
Yeah.
guild.
And probably tick off any wizards who do that as a hobby.
I mean, if you're gonna break a few eggs sometimes. When
Yeah.
you set up a business, you're gonna hurt some feelings. It's not intentional. It's just, somebody new comes in, you're gonna be taking customers from somebody else.
I mean, if they had the opportunity to set up a market, it's their own fault for not setting up the market before someone else.
Snaps his fingers. You're right. I'm proud of you. Listen to your business sense.
Are you actually proud of him right now?
He is actually proud of him.
Red, you understand that he is actually proud of you right now.
I don't actually want to run a business. I kind of understand how they work.
Hey, that's more than a lot of people do.
A quick run around, real quick. Abaddon, what are you thinking about?
After the
The food?
yeah, after you made the food and everything else, you just kind of listen to the conversation, and then it
Okay.
starts to drift back towards the bad stuff again for a bit. And now that he thinks about it, he will, because he asked it in the moment, but thinking back, he will genuinely ask. He'll genuinely ask, like, in his head to the other side for a moment. He'd be like, he doesn't even know really how to ask it, but he's just like, "Why were you scared so much down there?" And like this is in his
Red
head. He'll
answers.
say it. Like a weird look to the
Motherfucker.
red.
Fine. All right, but the moment I hear a different voice, so help me. Damn it, I didn't think this far ahead. Okay. All right. I'm focusing on Abaddon.
Okay. I mean, Abaddon, you get the same snarky responses back that you usually get. So, he's not
So
giving
I'm
you
gonna-
a solid response.
I'm gonna lean over to Abaddon. Hey.
Hmm?
Hey.
Hmm.
I know he's awake.
He's usually awake.
Tell that little fucker he needs to leave you alone before I figure out a way to drag him out of you and beat his ass.
You know, that's never happened in the last 16 years.
You've only known me for less than a year.
Abaddon,
Mhm.
he, in Abyssal, he scoffs at Red and tells how much of an idiot he is and how much he's probably not going to be able to do anything about it because you're too infused with you right now.
I'll answer back in Abyssal, like out loud. It
Speaking
sounds
comment.
Very not okay. I'll answer back in Abyssal, just out loud.
Badger.
And just be like, no, I understand that, but I know there are ways to get rid of you. And I know that now there are things that you fear, which is good for me.
Sure,
Learning
if
more
you
about
wanna,
you now.
you wanna make a deal with a higher level demon, sure, whenever makes you happy.
We've got him pulled out of you before.
That was in Abyssal, you didn't understand.
No, I'm just saying that
Oh,
we
okay.
have got him out of them before.
Yes, I know this.
Yeah.
That was one thing.
Yeah.
Almost two.
Whoa, your cup runneth over. I hope the little fucker knows that. Also,
thinks you're very
stick to a
puny,
regular
by the way.
language. You ain't fancy.
I'm fancy.
No,
He
you
is
are.
pretty-
He isn't.
Now
He-
he's fancy too.
No, he's a
shit.
prick.
Isaac's just munching on bread watching this.
You
Yeah.
understand that this is Abyssal is the main demonic language.
I don't care.
I don't even know he speaks common at this point.
Tell
What
him
kind of an idiot can't speak common?
Tell him that he's the idiot if he can't speak Abyssal. It's very common where I come from.
He says you're an
Oh.
idiot.
Oh, I speak a dead language. Go fuck yourself.
It's not dead, you dum-dum.
I don't
in
say that to
Abyssal
him.
that Red can't understand.
I don't say that to Red. I just said, there are many of us who do speak Abyssal. I am one of
Whatever.
them.
You're one of the only people I've ever met that speaks Abyssal.
Well, it's been useful to us so far.
So,
Has it?
Yeah.
Abaddon, at this point, now that it knows that Red can hear it, it is like actively like cursing and talking Red down very loudly in the back of your head. Red,
And
all
all in
you
Abyssal?
hear, all in Abyssal, all you hear is the voice inside Abaddon just making a lot of noise.
Don't like that, do you, little bastard?
Oh no, he's saying a lot of things that are very bad.
Oh, good. I'm thinking a lot of things are really bad. Unfortunately, he can't hear me.
That's what he thinks.
Oh, you think? I believe he might be able to hear you.
Oh, what am I thinking about then?
He answers, "You're in Abyssal. You're thinking about boars again and how to get rid of me, but you'll never get anywhere." Ha ha ha.
He says, you're thinking about boars and how to get rid of me.
Actually, wrong.
Not that
I'm
anybody
gonna-
can verify that with you, Red, but
And I'll,
he
gonna
says
wing
that's
a cup at
totally what he's
Isaac.
thinking about.
Like, he is going off on a lot of things, and he basically is saying that you are puny and tiny, and that you can't do anything. Which realistically,
I can do plenty, and he is just a thought in the back of your mind. Think
In
I'm more of one
comparison-
thing than he is.
to doing things to him,
Oh, give me time. I'll figure it out. I kill monsters.
I have tried thinking
I'm
of
very
something
good at it.
for 14 years. Now moving on to 16, technically. And this is the
Did you
first
skip
year
15?
that I have no. This is the first year that I have found
Isaac,
something
fucking
that can
quit it.
actually take me out. This-
I knew it. You could hear me.
If
So, yeah,
anybody,
what did you eat, by the way, that made you
Don't
do
worry
this?
about it.
It was a mushroom, wasn't it?
How did you get the
Again,
whole I could hear people?
Don't worry
thing?
about it.
I'm a little
Like
worried.
I said, I kill monsters. I know what I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go back to my pork.
Red, in all of this mass confusion with a language of something screaming in your ear, Isaac yelling Badger at you as loud as he can in his head, you kind of focus on Marco for a moment, who's just sitting there, head empty, content with belly full of boar.
Just the sound of silence.
God, why is Marco so relatable?
Head empty, belly full,
like
so happy.
I
Marco
feel like
really
at this point,
being-
Abrazon would just start getting a headache, as he does.
Yeah.
All the
Oh.
chaos is going on. He's just like, yeah.
He's not paying any attention to what you guys are talking about.
I'll just stand up and I need a moment, sorry, and I'll just walk away a good.
What's
good
Elise thinking
distance.
about?
Elise is thinking about how the food's pretty good. It's pretty nice. I should probably go message my brother when we get to the next town. I need to think of things that Red won't hear right now, so I'm gonna think about my father and my brothers and how I miss them.
You know,
And,
Elise, if you have the sending spell, you could just talk to them whenever.
Oh, I know. And she's thinking about all of her brothers
I think she's trying not to think about how much she likes you.
and thinking about her family and her hometown and how she went to school there and all of that. So she's a cleric.
Do it.
She is very high in the focus categories. She's
Yeah,
good at
wisdom's
that,
kind of their
so-
thing.
Yeah.
So, in this detect thoughts, do I get images at all?
No, it's just thoughts.
Damn it.
Aw.
Let's see if any of her bigger brothers are bigger than me.
You could just ask. She'll probably think about it.
Elise, are any of your brothers bigger than me?
Yes, nah, probably a couple of them.
Is that true?
Yes
I'm
was her
asking you,
first
Kath.
thought. Me?
Oh.
Yes was her first thought.
I fight giants. I'm not worried.
So
I
By the
mumble
way,
to
Kath,
myself.
and like as I'm walking away and over here, I'm hoping I'm at a distance, and I'm just gonna start having a battle in my head with this guy.
Hold on.
sure. Yeah, you and your brain demons quite literally can have your fight over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like,
As
talking him down about how he's like only here because of me and weak and yada yada. Similar stuff we yelled at each other for like many times over.
Yeah, get him,
sure.
Abaddon. Fuck him.
Oh,
Can he
He-
hear me?
You look over there and you see Red took a couple extra steps towards you and now he's shouting at you.
I'm just saying, yeah, fuck him up.
I'm gonna walk more farther away.
is Abaddon fighting somebody?
I'm gonna walk like. I'm gonna
Abaddon
walk
takes
away.
off into the forest. Abaddon,
hope
give
so.
me
I
a
don't wanna hear this
perception
fight.
roll.
Tree.
God.
Yes.
I wasn't stopping walking, by the way. I was walking in a
Alright.
straight line this whole time.
No, I get it. Well, Red, you have to make a choice at this point then. Since he's continuing to walk, do you leave the campfire to follow him? Because you're going to lose thoughts of somebody.
He really wants to hear Elisa's thoughts. Runs out, runs back in.
I'm still
You know,
walking.
Abaddon's
like,
gonna
I'm,
keep
I'm,
going.
I'm just continuing.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
just
run from
saying
me,
that
Abaddon. You
I'm
don't have any more
no.
map to run to.
I do. I'll start flying up in the sky.
Yeah, Abaddon can fly straight up, which you
That's
can
cheating.
follow
I
him.
can't do that.
I'm gonna just fly up in the air for a bit.
Okay. Abaddon goes up
Like,
into the air.
All right. So this was funny.
Runs back to Elise.
I'm not actually here. I'm just gonna be like nearest here.
Yeah, yeah, I know you're good.
Hopefully that
I'll
wasn't
just
like,
look at
oh,
the
he's
sky.
gone. Oh, thank God, I don't have to think about. Oh, he's back.
Well. Anyway, Isaac, I know what I said. You dying doesn't fix anything.
I was just sulking. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I know. But a long ass time ago, you told me that.
Your town called Kickapoo?
And I'm still here. I don't know, Abaddon. Can I hear you? Yes or no?
No, I'm way in the sky.
No.
I don't know, man. If I would have stayed in there, all those people wouldn't have got hurt. If we hadn't used the dynamite, and I would have been able to crack that
you
rune.
weren't going to be able to, Isaac.
I know. It doesn't
The
stop.
only person that
Knowing
could
it
have done
doesn't
anything.
stop the thoughts.
If it makes you feel any better, the only person that could have done anything was me.
I
You
figured.
needed something blessed, and I was the only one that had it.
Yeah, I need to get. Once I get some money up again, I think I'm gonna look for a silvered magic axe.
I thought
Yeah.
your
need to
axe
have-
was silvered.
No, his axe is just regular magic.
Oh, okay.
I need an axe that I can go toe to toe with those kind of things. Not that I could beat one straight out, but I at least need to put the hurt on it so people can get away if they need to.
Well,
I felt like I wasn't doing as much as I could normally.
we save a lot more when we're still alive to keep going.
No. Trust
And-
me, it's not.
If it makes you feel better, pit fiends tend to hold grudges. We'll probably see him again.
Yeah, don't worry
I know if
about
I
me.
survived a large stack of dynamite being thrown at me, I'd be pretty pissed.
It's not
mean,
like you
he's-
don't have an easily trackable demon in your party or anything.
Just maniacal cackling from the air. I guess he won one over on the other one. No,
Yeah.
don't.
There's a
Don't
few
worry
times
about
we
my
hear like
thoughts.
angry yells from the sky, just at random intervals.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my thoughts. This isn't my first time I've pulled bodies out of wreckage.
There's a process.
Well, I worry about us all of us.
Same. Glad to be on the same page for once.
Also, I was right.
Oh God, he's never gonna give that up now.
Nope. Next time old Kooky Red finds something, maybe don't be a dick about it.
I'm still gonna be a dick about it.
Well, now you can
Not-
unjustly be a dick about it.
Not every ghost story is true. This one just happened to be true.
Thank
I
you.
don't know. My average is going pretty strong.
Alright, so you guys are winding down the night as you consumed your food and done your talkings and stuff like that. We will do round sessions for watches next time, as we are out of time right now. Who's first watch, though, just so we have it down?
I am.
Okay. Isaac is first watch, with Abaddon, question mark? Yeah, it was Abaddon, and then Elise and Red were last watch.
Mhm.
Yeah, Marco took middle.
Okay. Abaddon, do you eventually come down with Isaac?
Yeah, I would have come down. Yeah, eventually. Yeah, I wouldn't be up there for too long. I would be up there for like probably at least I don't know, 20 minutes
It's fair.
before I like just start ignoring him and go back down as my head's hurting.
Yeah, you have a big old headache.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's been in on this conversation.
I did not miss this.
Now the real trick is now that Red knows that this is a possibility, is he going to try to find something that allows him to read surface thoughts?
1000%.
He's like, oh my God, relationships.
When
and
people
talking to
don't
people,
know,
this is so
I'm
much
going-
easier.
When we get back to town and have some downtime, believe me, I've got plans.
All right,
Social awkwardness conquered.
well, this is where we will be pausing this week's duties for everything. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today. Next week we will pick up here as we head on our way as the final stretch to the royal city of Glowmore. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night. Goodbye, chat.
Hey
Bye
guys.
bye.
Good night.
Bye bye.